Florence, is it too touristy?
Cheers!
Cheers!
Buongiorno!
So we left Scotland just a couple days ago, and now we're in Florence, beautiful Florence. And what is your impressions of Florence?
Well, I think we brought a little bit of the Scottish weather with us. We had a bit of rain. We actually didn't get really any rain at all in Scotland, but I guess they saved it for Florence. But it was really wet yesterday, but today's beautiful, a little breezy. I hope the audio is okay. But yeah, overall I'm having a great time here. And Jill not so much.
No, I think it's a very beautiful city, and I guess what I'm kind of struggling with a little bit is I like to feel like we live here and feel the place, and I'm finding it hard to feel Florence, and I think it's just because it's so touristy.
Yeah,
and it surprised me just how touristy it is.
We were both kind of shocked the first day. We're staying just a little north of the main tourist hub, where all the big cathedrals and museums and everything are. It's about a 6-7 minute walk, and yeah, it was very pleasant the first day walking down that direction. All of a sudden, we got to the square. And it was, oh my God, where did all these people come from?
Yeah.
And by the time we got down to the river, we were actually a little claustrophobic. You are literally shoulder to shoulder, and there were some streets we came upon, and we just said, you know, I don't want to go down that street.
Yeah, and it really doesn't matter how early you wake up in the morning to go and explore, because the museums and art galleries, they're not open, so you can only see them from the outside. And I would say also, even with the rain, I mean, the mass of lineups outside every single place, and I don't know what's caused it all, whether it was COVID or what, but the people are shoulder to shoulder walking, and it's hard to get a good feel or good memories of this place.
Well, I'm sure a lot of you have heard of the problems they're having in Southern Europe with protesting against tourism and what have you. The amount of people that are here, and it's the middle of October right now. We don't even want to try to think about what it would be like in July or August when all the kids are out of school, peak tourist season.
The taxi driver on the way to where we're staying, he said, "Oh, not very good right now, very, very slow." And when we walked into town, or where the old town is, and the mass of people, we're thinking, oh, what would it be like during the busy time? It was a little much. So to put the numbers in perspective, in 2019, Florence registered over 15 million tourists for overnight stays, over 20 times its population of 708,000 people. So you can only imagine the strain that it's put on the infrastructure of such a small city like Florence in just the last few years. So if you want to visit all the art galleries and the amazing museums, make sure you buy your tickets well in advance, and then you will not be disappointed.
Yeah, it's we're having a great time though. Anyway, there's lots of wonderful restaurants, and we just avoid the real tourist areas. But a lot of people come here. We were talking to a couple there last night, and it was their lifelong dream to come to Florence and see all the attractions and what have you. But unless you're willing to stand in lineups for hours, you're not going to see it. And for Jill and I, it's never really been that important. We just like sort of getting into different countries and getting a feel for the people and the lifestyle. And The wine is excellent in Italy, I have to say, and so affordable.
Yeah, so I think if you want to explore, it's a great walking city, and you can get out of the areas where it was like all the wall-to-wall people, and there are some beautiful areas outside of the walls, and I'd like to come back to Florence and maybe do a pet sit in Florence and get life, what it's like from a local, and feel more local. We're staying in a hotel for the last couple days, and you feel this pressure to go out and see it all because you're spending $300 a night, so you have that pressure.
Yeah, so but we're tomorrow we're heading up to Perugia and then into Umbria and into the country, and things will slow down considerably. Yep. And we're looking forward to it. So but it's been great here. Like I say, just checking out all the different restaurants. One thing we did discover was, all the well-known restaurants that you all read about on the internet and YouTube and Instagram and what have you. We've been to a couple of them, and they're just overtaken with tourists too. If you go, get out of the city center a bit, go find some of the hidden gems, and that's part of the fun, and discovering your own little places. And we've found a couple amazing restaurants, and no one's in the mainstream, no one's heard of them. They're not one of the front runners for Instagram or what have you. Hello, Jockamo.
Hello, sir.
Yes, we want to tell all our viewers what a great spot you have here.
Thank you so much.
And we're going to show you momentarily what a beautiful job Jockio's done of decorating the restaurant, and the food's even better than the decorations.
It was everything to my grandmother and grandfather. Everything what you see around.
Oh, really?
Exactly.
Okay. Let you pronounce the name of the restaurant. You do a better job than me.
Yeah. Osteria Vecchio Cancello.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, they've done a beautiful job. Look who we have here. Hey, Jill.
This is beautiful here.
You're enjoying your time? Okay.
Kind of what I thought Florence would be like. More
Yeah.
places like this. Not too touristy. This
Preaching
one's not
about,
touristy.
avoid all.
And I think that's about it, because we're heading off on the train tomorrow.
Train tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then another thing that we do is when we have a travel day like tomorrow on the train, today we went down to the train station and we bought our tickets, and just kind of so that you're prepared, because I'm glad that we did that.
Mm-hmm. Well, for starters, the Google Maps took us to the wrong place. We got to the train station, but the totally wrong area. And when you're rushing around, you've got a schedule, you've got a scheduled train ride and stuff. You want to eliminate the stress as much as possible. So yeah, we walked down, casual walk down there today, picked up our ticket and plan ahead. It just everything goes so much smoother.
Yeah.
And we learned the hard way. We've had our well, we haven't actually missed any flights or any trains, but we've been close.
Yeah.
So yeah, it just alleviates a lot of undue stress.
And I think that's about it from Florence. So don't forget to please subscribe, like, and share. And you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. So we'll see you next time.
Cheers.
We get to go see the corgis next.
Corgis, yeah.
Three little corgis.
Yeah.
And we can't wait to can't wait to show you the house.
How do you say cheers in Italian?
I don't know.
Well, whatever it is, but in Perugia, next time we'll have that down. Sorry.
You know what I did learn?
What?
I did learn the difference between a trattoria and and the osteria.
Yeah.
The difference is osteria is they have food and accommodations like an inn, and a trattoria.
It's just strictly food.
Yeah, it was meant to be specializing
and
in
how
food.
about a ristorante?
Just a restaurant.
Yeah. Okay, so what's the difference between the trattoria and the ristorante?
I don't know.
See you later, folks.
Bye.